acid react with metal oxide? Acid react with metal oxide. What will happen when acid react with the metal oxide? Okay, so first I will write some of the metal oxide. Metal oxide. So can you give us some name of the metal oxide? Metal.
Some magnesium oxide, calcium oxide.
Correct. Like copper oxide, magnesium oxide, copper oxide, magnesium oxide, and calcium oxide, and sodium oxide, potassium oxide. Okay, these are the metal oxide. Okay, so metal oxide, when they react with acid, when metal oxide react with acid, metal oxide react with acid, they will give, when metal oxide react with acid, they will give salt and water. They will give salt and water. It will give salt and water. See, it is similar to the nucleation reaction, correct? In the nucleation reaction also, what is happening? In the nucleation reaction, when a base is react with acid, it gives salt and water. See that? Here this reaction is actually the nucleation reaction. When the base is react with acid, gives the salt and water. And here I have written what term, that metal oxide is react with acid, also gives the salt and water. So in the place of, see here, acid is same, one reactant is same, but in the place of base we are using the metal oxide. So what I can say here, that metal oxides are
acidic in nature.
Metal oxides are, dear, what is
Basic in nature.
Basic in nature.
basic
Basic
nature?
in nature.
Basic in nature.
Metal oxide is present in the place of base, not in the place of acid. Acid is same, you see, this is the acid, but metal oxide is present in the place of base. So that is why the metal oxides are actually called what? Basic oxides. Metal oxides are called basic oxide. Metal oxides are called basic oxide, or you can remember short form name is what? MOB. MOB means what? M means metal, BO means oxide, metal oxide or basic oxide. B means basic oxide. So MOB, metal oxides are basic oxide. That is, you should remember, metal oxides are basic oxide. MOB. So these metal oxides are called a basic oxide. Okay. So example I'll give you now here. One before that, that one question they will ask. What is that question they will ask? That why metallic oxide? Why metallic oxide? Why metallic oxide are said to be basic oxide? Why metallic oxide are said to be basic oxide? This is the question they will ask. Okay, so it's simple, very simple answer. Why metallic oxides are said to be basic oxide? Because metallic oxide react with acid. When metallic oxide react with acid, it gives salt and water, which is similar to the neutralization reaction, between the acid and base, gives salt and water. Because of that reason, the metallic oxides are said to be basic oxides. Very simple answer we should write here. Since metallic oxide react with acid to give salt and water, is similar to the neutralization reaction, is similar to the neutralization reaction. It is similar to neutralization reaction. Okay, between the neutralization reaction between what? And acid
and base.
and base. So neutralization reaction also will give salt and water. Salt and water. Hence, metallic oxides are said to be basic oxide. Hence, metallic oxide are said to be basic oxide. Are said to be basic oxide. So this is the answer. See that why metallic oxide are said to be basic oxide. See, the reason is very simple. When the metallic oxide is react with acid, it gives the salt and water, which is similar to the neutralization reaction between the base and acid gives salt and water. Hence, the metallic oxide are said to be basic oxide. The CuO is called a copper oxide. And this copper oxide are color. What is the color? You know, this copper oxide are black in color. Okay. When they react with the hydrochloric acid, means HCl. When they react with hydrochloric acid, HCl, hydrochloric acid. Hydrochloric acid. So you know that you will get the salt and water. So what is the salt name we'll get here? What is the salt you will get here? CuO.
Copper chloride.
Copper chloride. Exactly correct. What is the formula of copper?
CuCl2.
CuCl2.
CuCl.
Copper chloride. Exactly correct. CuCl2. Copper chloride. Okay. And along with that, you get the product what? Water. Water you will get here. Water. Okay, so the copper oxide, okay, which is the solid state, okay, hydrochloric acid, which is in the aqueous state, and copper chloride is also aqueous, and the water is liquid. So you know what will happen here. In this case, the copper oxide, which is black in color, this copper oxide, the black in color, when react with acid, its color will change because of
It changes to blue.
it changes to blue green. It changes to what? A blue green. Not only the blue, it changes to blue green. Okay. So because of formation of copper chloride, it changes to blue green. Copper oxide, which is black in color, when it reacts with acid, it gives the copper chloride, which is blue-green color. Second example, so you write second example by yourself. That is what? Magnesium oxide, MgO. Magnesium oxide. When it react with, you first reaction, in that first reaction we have to balance. First reaction we have to balance. So here how to balance the first reaction. Here you can see that Cl2, two atoms of chlorine and two atoms of hydrogen. So here at
2HCl.
only in the place of HCl, in front of HCl, I have to write 2 so that hydrogen and chlorine both will be balanced. So here only I should write coefficient 2, 2 HCl. So after writing 2 HCl, it will be balanced. Second example is what? Magnesium oxide is react with hydrochloric acid. So what is the product you will get here?
So MgCl2 plus H2O.
Magnesium chloride.
plus H.
Magnesium chloride formula we want. Formula magnesium chloride.
MgCl2.
MgCl2.
MgCl2 plus what? Water. Correct. MgCl2 magnesium chloride. Okay, third example, if you want to write means go for this one. What is this? That is what? Calcium oxide. Calcium oxide. Acha, balancing this. Balance. Second example, balance. So here we have two atoms of
HCl.
fluorine. Here two atoms of
HCl.
hydrogen. So here also will come 2 HCl. Okay. So here calcium oxide react with what? Hydrochloric acid. So what is the product you will get here?
CaCl2 plus H2O.
CaCl2 plus H2O.
CaCl2 plus H2O. Okay. CaCl2 plus H2O. Balancing we have to do. Here also we have to balance. So here also we have two atom of fluorine. Here we have two atom of hydrogen. Two atom of fluorine and two atom of hydrogen. So here will convert two atom of HCl. So this is just a simple example when the metal oxide react with water acid. The reaction of non-metallic oxide with base. Non-metallic reaction of non-metallic oxide. Okay, so non-metallic oxide, can you give the sum of the non-metallic oxide? Name of the non-metallic oxide.
Sir, sulfur dioxide, nitrogen dioxide, carbon dioxide.
Yes, exactly correct. Non-metallic oxides are, the first one will come here, carbon dioxide, sulfur dioxide, nitrogen dioxide. Okay, this carbon is a non-metal, sulfur is a non-metal, nitrogen is a non-metal. So these are the non-metallic oxide. So here, non-metallic oxide, when they react with base, non-metallic oxide react with base, it gives the salt and water only. It gives salt and water, which is similar to the neutralization reaction between the acid and base, which is give the salt and water. So in the place of base, it is base only. The base is same. But in the place of acid, what we have? Non-metallic oxide we have. So in the place of we have non-metallic oxide. So what we can say that here, non-metallic oxides are
Acidic in nature.
Acid in nature.
non-metallic oxide are acidic in nature, or we can say acidic oxide. Non-metallic oxides are acidic oxide. That is the short form they will call as a NMOA. NMOA. NMOA means non-metallic oxides are acidic oxide. Non-metallic oxides are acidic oxide. Again here the question they will ask, what is the question? Why non-metallic oxides are acidic oxide? So the answer is similar. Just previous question we have given the answer was just like that. Why non-metallic oxide are said to be acidic oxide? So it's very simple. Since non-metallic oxide is react with base to give salt and water, which is similar to the neutralization reaction between the acid and base to form salt and water. Hence, the non-metallic oxides are said to be acidic oxide. Same answer, yes. So since non-metallic oxide react with base, to give salt and water, is similar to the neutralization reaction, between acid and base, to form salt and water. Hence, non-metallic oxide are said to be acidic oxide. Non-metallic oxide are acidic oxide. So here is the answers completed. The first base is the calcium hydroxide. Okay, calcium hydroxide, CaOH twice. Okay, this is called calcium hydroxide, and which is the base. Okay, calcium hydroxide is a base. Is react with carbon dioxide. Is react with what? Carbon dioxide. And the carbon dioxide is actually called what? What is this carbon dioxide? It is a
Gas.
Non-metallic.
oxide. This is the non-metallic oxide. Calcium hydroxide is a base. Carbon dioxide is a non-metallic oxide. So here is a non-metallic oxide react with water base. So what will happen here? Non-metallic oxide react with base. You will get the salt. So tell me which salt you will get here.
Calcium
Calcium
carbonate.
carbonate.
Calcium carbonate.
Obviously,
Plus
calcium carbonate CaCO3 plus H2O. So this calcium carbonate is, what is the color for this calcium carbonate?
White PPT.
White
Some
PPT.
milky white.
Milky
White,
white PPT.
white precipitate. White precipitate. And actually, this is actually water. It is a salt. It is a salt. Okay. And here is the water. So here, can you say what is the physical state of calcium carbonate? Physical state of calcium carbonate.
Solid.
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 Yes, exactly correct. Solid. Without any doubt, you can say it is solid. Why? Because it is a precipitate. Whenever the word use precipitate, there is always will be solid. Okay, and the water, which is the physical state, is liquid. And carbon dioxide is a gas here. Okay, the carbon dioxide is a gas. Okay, and the calcium hydroxide is an aqueous solution. So here's the first example when the non-metallic oxide is react with base to give salt and water. Second example I'll give you here, sodium hydroxide, NaOH. NaOH, sodium hydroxide. Sodium hydroxide is react with the carbon dioxide. Is react with the carbon dioxide. So here, what is the product you will get?
So
Sodium
Na2CO3.
Sodium carbonate. Exactly. See a calcium carbonate, you got first example. So here we'll get sodium carbonate. It's very simple, dear. Why you thinking so much? When the carbon dioxide will come, no, always remember there is a carbonate will form. Carbonate product will be formed. So sodium, when the sodium hydroxide react with the carbon dioxide, here you will get a sodium carbonate, Na2CO3, and as well as water H2O. Okay, this is the sodium carbonate and this is the water. So now the next topic is water. What do all acid have in common? What all the acid have in common? What do all the acid have in common? What do all the acid have in common? So here's some of the acid name, like example, hydrochloric acid, sulfuric acid, nitric acid, acetic acid. Okay, so in this what is common you are seeing? That what you can observe common in this all this acid?
H.
Hydrogen.
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 H nothing but hydrogen. Exactly correct. So I can write here what all the acid contain hydrogen. All the acid contain hydrogen. Okay, next one. So this acid, why this are called acid? You know that Because when we will add water, if I'll add in this acid, if I'll add water, then it form that acid. When the water is added to the acid, then acid will form one ion. What is that ion is called? Water. That ion is called water. H plus ion.
H plus ion.
H plus ion. Okay. When this H plus ion will be formed when the water is added to acid. When the water is added to acid. Okay. When the water is added to acid, that acid produce what? H plus ion. This H plus ion is called water hydrogen ion. Okay. Okay. Or we can say that this hydrogen ion is also given the name, one more name, that's hydronium ion. Hydronium ion, nothing but H3O plus. Okay, so what you should remember, if you want to write any definition of acid, okay, any definition of acid means what you should write here. An acid is a substance. An acid is a substance. An acid is a substance produce. What it produce? It produce H plus ion. It produce H plus ion on dissolving in water. On dissolving in water, this acid will produce H plus ion. Okay, acid will produce H plus ion when dissolved in water. Because of that reason, they are called water acid. Okay, like example, now I'll give you now why this hydrogen ions are produced. Why? Because this every acid have a hydrogen. See, every acid having the hydrogen is common. So when the water is added to this acid, it produce the H plus ion. Okay. So example, if I write now here glucose. Glucose, what is the formula? You know what is the formula of glucose?
C6H12O6.
C6H12.
C6H12O6.
Now I'll take here alcohol. Okay, C2H5OH.
C2H5OH.
So in this glucose and alcohol, what is the common?
So C, H and O.
CH and O, sir.
Okay, fine. So CH and O. Okay, but here I can say hydrogen is also same, no? Hydrogen in this case also. Like acid, glucose and alcohol also contain hydrogen, isn't it? Like acid,
Yes,
this
sir.
glucose and alcohol also contain the hydrogen. So whether if you will add water, water to glucose and alcohol, okay. So whether this glucose and alcohol also produce H plus ion.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So glucose and alcohol, if they produce H plus ion, then they are called what? Acid. According to your answer, you are saying that glucose and alcohol will produce the H plus ion. But they are not an acid. So remember that only the acid will produce the H plus ion. Glucose and alcohol contain the hydrogen ion, but when we are adding the water to the glucose and alcohol, they will not produce the H plus ion. H plus ion will not produced by the glucose and alcohol. So they are not called
Acid.
Acid.
So they are not called acid. Only remember that acid only will produce H plus ion. Other substance also hydrogen is present, but it doesn't mean that they are called acid. Okay, now here HCl and here C6H12O6. Here hydrogen is present in the HCl. Here also hydrogen is present in the glucose. If I added to the HCl, if the water is added to the glucose, so in which will produce the H plus ion?
HCl.
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 So this HCl is called water.
Hydrochloric acid.
That is called an acid. But in the glucose, whether the H plus ion will produce?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, H plus ion is not produced. So that is why glucose is not called an acid. So remember that any substance which contains the hydrogen, it doesn't mean that when the water is added, then they will produce the H plus ion. H plus ion only produced by
Acid.
Acids.
acid, only produced by the acid. And this H plus ion is only the responsible for that acidic characteristics. Okay, H plus ion is only the responsible for the acidic characteristics. So now here example now HCl. Okay, this HCl is an aqueous, nothing but water is added. So what will happen? They will separate it, they will dissociate it. Like here, this will get here H plus aqueous and
Cl minus.
H plus, that is called what? Hydrogen ion. Hydrogen ion. And here what you'll get here? Cl minus.
Cl minus.
That is also aqueous. That is called a chloride ion. Chloride ion. Chloride ion. Chloride ion. So remember that, please, one more thing I want to discuss here. Here H plus ion, and H plus ion is also called what? Hydronium ion, isn't it? Hydronium ion. What is the formula for this hydronium ion?
H3O plus.
H3O plus.
Why they are called hydronium ion also? Because see, here I have added what example HCl. Okay, HCl. Now what I'm adding here? Water I have added. So water I have added. So this HCl will produce H plus ion. But this H plus ion, it produces in the water only. H plus ion is produced in the water only. So H plus ion, chloride ion. H plus ion, nothing but hydrogen ion, and Cl minus is nothing but chloride ion. Okay. So as we know that this H plus ion is produced when the water is added to what? HCl. Okay, HCl, water is added. So when the water is added to hydrochloric acid, it produces water H plus ion. So this H plus ion will produce in the water only. This H plus ion will produce in the water. So what will happen now? This H plus ion, again they will react with what? Water. Then what you will get? When H plus ion is react with what? Again with water, then you will get a
H3O.
H3O plus. That is called what? Hydronium ion. Hydronium ion. So this is the water and this is called hydrogen ion. So when the hydrogen ion is react with water, continue, like, because this hydrogen ion is aqueous. H plus ion, here I'm writing, so aqueous. What is by aqueous? Nothing but water is present. So H plus ion, again they react with water and give what? Hydronium ion. So whenever we are discussing now, when the water is added any acid, then what it form? It form H plus ion, or we can write H3O plus ion. What is this H plus ion? H plus ion nothing but hydrogen ion, and H3O plus nothing but water? Hydronium ion. So we remember this word, whether you write H plus ion or whether you write hydronium ion, both are same. So here what I can write here, hydrogen ion must always be written as either H plus or hydronium ion, that is H3O plus. Okay, so remember that hydrogen ions will be written as either H plus ion, or they can write H3O plus ion. H plus ion or H3O plus ion. So what is the common in all the acid?
H plus ions and hydronium ions.
H plus or H3O minus, H3O plus ion.
No. Common in all the acid is hydrogen. The common in all the acid is hydrogen, but this hydrogen ion and hydronium ion is produced when they are produced when the water, when the acid
Is
dissolves
added to the
water. Yeah,
When
water.
acid-
When the water is added to acid, then only the hydronium ion is produced. When water is added to acid, then only the hydrogen ion will be produced. So we can say that a common thing in all the acid is what? They produce the hydrogen ion. The common thing in all the acid. Okay, a common thing in all the acid, a common thing in all the acid. What is a common thing in all the acid? A common thing in all the acid is that they produce. What is they produce? They produce. The common thing in all the acid, they produce hydrogen ion. Hydrogen ion, nothing but H plus ion. Okay, H plus ion. When they produce H plus ion? When
Water is added.
when
Water is
they are
added
added
to
to water.
when dissolved in water. Correct. When dissolved in water. Correct answer. So what I can say that acidic behavior. This acidic is behavior of an acid solution. Acidic behavior of acid solution is due to what? Is due to the presence of
Hydrogen ion.
hydrogen ion. See, that is one important. So acid, that is important. See here, acid behavior of acid solution is due to the hydrogen ion. Why they are called acid? Because they produce the hydrogen ion when dissolved in water. So remember that all the acid produce the hydrogen ion when dissolved in water. All the acid produce hydrogen ion when dissolved in water. So here this H plus ion is also responsible. H plus ion is also responsible for what? Conducting.
Conduction of electricity.
Yes,
Electricity.
electricity. So if I ask whether HCl conduct electricity,
So only if it's dissolves in water.
Sir, it is
Yes.
aqueous HCl.
yes. So if I write here aqueous, then you can say yes, sir. It is
Yes.
it conduct electricity. Why? Because it present in this HCl present water. Water is present. So whether H2SO4 conduct electricity, if I write here aqueous,
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
whether HNO3 conduct electricity, if I write here aqueous.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
It
sir.
will.
Yes, sir.
Yes, the like HCl, H2SO4, HNO3, acetic acid, all they will conduct electricity, but only in the presence of water.
Water.
Okay, only in the presence of water. Acetic acid, sulfuric acid, hydrochloric acid, all they conduct electricity, but only in the presence of water. Why? Because in the presence of water, they produce what? They produce hydrogen ion. And this hydrogen ion is only the responsible for their conducting electricity. For that electricity. Okay. So here, they will ask one question to you. What is the question they will ask you? No, the question what they why does an aqueous solution of an acid conduct electricity? Why aqueous solution of an acid conduct electricity? Why the aqueous solution of an acid conduct electricity? So tell me now, why they conduct electricity? Why the aqueous solution of an acid conduct electricity?
So because of the production of hydrogen or hydronium ion.
Correct. That is the correct answer. See, whenever the acid, when aqueous solution, when this is given, see the here they given the word aqueous solution of an acid means the water is the acid is dissolved in the water. So what I can write here, the acid dissociate in aqueous solution. Okay, acid dissociated in aqueous solution to form. What it form? It form
H plus ion.
H plus ion, nothing but
Hydrogen ion.
hydrogen ion. That is in the bracket I write hydrogen ion. And this hydrogen ions is responsible for what?
The acidic behavior.
Responsible for the acidic behavior. Okay, correct. This ions are responsible for acidic behavior, or we can say what? Conducting
Electricity.
conducting electricity. This one's finished. Answer is over. Why does an aqueous solution of an acid conduct electricity? So you can write very simple answer. Acid dissociate in aqueous solution. Acid dissociate in aqueous solution to form hydrogen ion. Acid dissociate in aqueous solution to form hydrogen ion, and this ion is responsible for conducting electricity. So there's one more question they will ask. What is the another question they can ask? Question number 2. Why does an aqueous solution of and glucose and alcohol do not conduct electricity? What is the answer for this question? Why does an aqueous solution of glucose and alcohol do not conduct electricity? Why glucose and alcohol, why they do not conduct electricity?
So glucose and alcohol will
Because
not
they don't produce
dissociate to
hydrogen
form
ion.
hydrogen ion.
Because when glucose and alcohol are dissolved in water, they do not produce the H plus ion.
Yeah, perfectly correct answer. Very good answer. The hydrogen is present in the glucose and alcohol, but when they will dissolve in water, they will not produce the H plus ion. Correct answer. They will not produce H plus ion because however they dissolve in water, okay, but they will not produce the H plus ion because the H plus ion is necessary. If the H plus ion is produced, then only they conduct electricity. So all the acid dissolve in water and produce the H plus ion, and this H plus ion is responsible for conducting electricity. But in the case of glucose and alcohol, dissolve in water, okay, they dissolve in water, but in water they will not produce the H plus ion. Okay, so here I can write aqueous solution of an glucose. Aqueous solution of glucose and alcohol. Aqueous solution of glucose and alcohol contains hydrogen. They contain the hydrogen. Okay, they contain the hydrogen, but what is the reason? But this cannot dissociate. This cannot dissociate to form hydrogen ion. Hence what? Hence they do not conduct electricity. Okay, this is the answers. Aqueous solution of an glucose and alcohol, they contain the hydrogen, but this cannot dissociate to form hydrogen ion. Hence, the glucose and alcohol do not conduct electricity. Electricity, to conduct electricity, ions is very important. If the ions are present in the water, then only the conduct electricity. So HCl, all the acid produce H plus ion in the water. One question they will ask, why does distilled water not conduct electricity? Why the distilled water not conduct electricity, whereas rainwater does? Tell me now, distilled water. See here, two waters. We have distilled water and we have the rainwater. So first you have to understand what is this distilled water and the rainwater. Everybody know that distilled water. Why this water is called distilled water? Distilled water actually we are using in like
It has no impurities, sir.
we are using for battery purpose. In the battery, we'll use this to add this water to the battery. Rainwater is not common for everyone, right? So rainwater, after purification, we are using for drinking purpose. Okay, so distilled water and rainwater is water. This distilled water is also a common water only. But this, what is the speciality of this water? In this water, in the laboratory, they will remove that all the ionic species. Whatever the ions are present in this distilled water, all the ions, they will be removed by some of the process. So this distilled water is free from the ions. In this water, this distilled water do not contain any ions. But rainwater, this is the rainwater, it contained a lot of ions. In the rainwater, so many ions are present. In this rainwater, ions are present. So now tell me now here, which will conduct electricity? Whether distilled water conduct electricity or rainwater conduct electricity?
Rainwater.
Rainwater.
Why the rainwater conduct electricity?
Ions are present. Because ions are present.
Ions are present, exactly.
Because of ionic compound.
Yeah, it is the ions are present, we can say that. So it's very simple. See what question they're asking, why the distilled water do not conduct electricity. So tell me, why distilled water do not conduct electricity?
Because it does not contain ions.
So
Very
because
good.
in laboratory, all the ionic compounds are removed.
No, that is no need to write. Just remember that in distilled water, it does not contain any ion. That much only you can write. So you can write here, the distilled water does not conduct electricity, The distilled water does not conduct electricity. Why it does not conduct electricity? Because in the distilled water, ions are not present. This simple answer, see, distilled water does not conduct electricity because it does not contain, any ionic species. Okay, it does not contain any ionic species. Simple answer. And what about the rainwater? Rainwater conduct electricity. The rainwater conduct electricity. Rainwater conduct electricity. Why it conduct electricity? Rainwater.
Because ions are present.
Yes.
So because
it contains ionic compound. It contains ionic compound also you can say, or ionic spaces also you can say. No difference in that. Ionic compound. Okay. Rainwater conduct electricity because it contain ionic compound. Okay. Ionic compound. One example I'll give you for this ionic compound. One example I'll give you this ionic compound. Carbonic acid. Which acid? carbonic acid, H2CO3.
CO3.
H2CO3. Okay. So here now example one, this figure I draw that. Okay. Let us consider this is a beaker. Okay. In this beaker, okay, I am taking here a rubber cork. Okay. This is the rubber cork. Rubber cork. This is the rubber cork. In this rubber cork, I am fixing a two nail, iron nail. Okay, two iron nail I am fixing here. This is the two iron nail I am fixing here. This is the two iron nail. Okay, so this is the beaker. This is the beaker. Okay, in this beaker we have using here what rubber cork. This is the rubber cork. In the rubber cork, I fix the two iron nail. Okay, iron nail. Okay, and here I'm adding some acid. Okay, I'm adding acid. Which acid I'm adding here? Let us consider I'm adding dilute hydrochloric acid, dilute HCl, dilute hydrochloric acid. And this iron nail, okay, this iron nail, one end is connected to the switch. Okay, this one end is connected to the switch and it is connected to the battery also. Battery, 6-volt battery, and there is a bulb. Okay, there is a bulb. Here, this is another, what we can call it, another end of the iron nail is connected to the bulb. So here is the arrangement. Okay, now if I will on the switch, whether this bulb will glow or not.
It will glow, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, it will glow.
Yes, sir.
It will glow the bulb. Why? Because this is the dilute HCl, and dilute HCl nothing but acid is dissolved in water. While acid dissolved in water, what it produce? It produce
H plus ions.
Hydrogen.
H plus ion.
H plus ion, nothing but hydrogen ion, and hydrogen ion is responsible for what? Conducting
Conduct electricity.
electricity.
Conducting electricity.
Conducting electricity. Suppose now in the place of dilute HCl, I am using here the aqueous solution of glucose. Aqueous solution of glucose. So whether this will conduct
sir.
electricity,
No, sir.
No, sir.
No,
No,
sir.
sir.
they will not conduct electricity. Why they will not conduct electricity? Because they will not.
They do
form
not
the-
have H plus ion.
Yeah, they do not form the H plus ion. Suppose in the place of glucose, if I'm taking here the alcohol, whether it produce the H plus ion? Sorry.
No,
whether,
sir.
No, sir.
whether the bulb
No,
will
sir.
glow?
No,
No,
sir.
sir.
No. Suppose in the place of alcohol, I'm taking the dilute the sulfuric acid, H2SO4.
Yes, sir, it will.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
The bulb will glow. Okay, the bulb will glow when I'm adding here dilute sulfuric acid. Suppose in the place of dilute sulfuric acid, okay, now I'm adding here concentrated hydrochloric acid. Concentrated hydrochloric acid. Whether the
No,
bulb
sir.
will
No,
glow?
sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Why the bulb will not glow here?
Sir, because
Sir,
it is
because
not the
is
solution.
Concentrated HCl does not
There is no
contain
presence of water.
Yeah, that is you can write, sir. Concentrated HCl means the water is not present. It does not contain the water, and acid will not produce H plus ion. You can write acid do not produce H plus ion in the
Absence of
Absence
water.
of water.
Absence of water.
in the absence of water. Acid do not produce H plus ion in the absence of water. So concentrated HCl, the water is not present. If the water is not present, then hydrogen ions will not form. When the hydrogen ions will not form, they will not conduct electricity and the bulb will not glow. Got it, my point here? So
Yes, sir.
hydrogen ion only produce in the presence of water. Okay. So here one more point what I can write, acid produce H plus ion in the
Presence of water.
Presence of water.
Presence of water.
in the presence of water. Acid produce H plus ion only in the presence of water. Only in the presence of water. That is what we can say that here acid will show its acidic behavior. I can say the acid will show acidic behavior only in the presence of water. So I can write here acid show acidic behavior in the presence of water. Acid will show acidic behavior only in the presence of water. Acid show acidic behavior in the presence of water. So here one more question they will ask, why? Why do HCl, HNO3, etc. show acidic behavior, acidic character in aqueous solution, while solution of compound like alcohol and glucose do not show acidic character? This is the question. Already we have discussed, but now here you have to give the answer for this. Why do the HCl, HNO3, etc. show acidic behavior in the aqueous solution? Only in the aqueous solution they will show the acidic behavior.
So because
So
they
because
produce
we
H plus ion.
dissociate to form hydrogen ion.
Yeah, correct. So here exactly correct. The acidic behavior. Okay, the acidic behavior is because of what? The acidic behavior of the substance of the which substance? HCl and HNO3. Okay, acidic behavior of the substance HCl is due to what? Is due to the present of what? H plus ion.
H plus ion.
As acid dissociate to form, what will form? Acid dissociate to form H plus ion in the presence of what? Water. In the presence of water. But what? But aqueous solution of glucose and alcohol cannot dissociate to form H plus ion in the presence of water. Hence they do not show acidic
nature.
or acidic character.